Hi, our project was Kahuku Farms. My name is Holland.
I'm Naomi.
And Sarah is over there at the clicker. So our project was Kahuku Farms. Kahuku Farms is a family-owned business. It's a farm to cafe kind of business. That means that they grow all their products and they bring it to the front and they sell it in a restaurant. They also have other products that they sell that's packaged, and you can also buy things online. They offer fresh, organic food and products, and they also offer farm tours and dog tours.
Yeah, so Kahuku Farms is actually family owned. It's been in the family for about 3 generations now. So the management is still based off of the family. So the Kylie and Judah, they are basically the main owners of the farm right now. So they watch over the cafe, they watch over the farms, and they kind of come up with new products as well. And then Kylie's parents still help them out with the farms. But yeah, they basically manage all of the employees.
Alright, so our purpose and what we did, we helped with the production process of the new farm product, which was the doggy treats. We helped with the making of them, the kneading of the dough, and packaging them, as well as we learned the most cost-effective way to produce the doggy treats and also package them, and the quickest and most efficient way to put labels on the bags and on the jars.
So this is our MVPs for the doggy treats, which basically is what we focused on the entire time. So we wanted to figure out what made this product stand out from the competitors. So we've kind of figured out, this is a local business, it's a small business, and a lot of the community on the North Shore tries to support local businesses. So that first off brings off a lot of customers, and then also it's made from organic ingredients. So everything is grown on the farm and then it's taken straight into production on site as well. And then yes, it's sold at the cafe in their retail section. The owners also invite a lot of dog owners to bring their dogs and take them on a little tour. They let the dogs have a little treat after, and then also kind of promotes those doggy treats as well. So it's kind of a fun activity that they do for the community.
Alright, so that was just a video of the production process that we did, and when we would cut out the doggy treats and place it on the sheets.
So we had some customer feedback. We asked 3 different questions on their Instagram story. This says, when at the cafe, do you check out retail? We had 100% for yes. Where do you buy treats for your dogs? We had 27% for pet stores, 33% for Costco, Target, and Walmart, 33% for local stores, 7% for online social media. And then our third question was, do you check ingredients of dog treats before buying? Yes was 90%, 10% was no. And that last video that was just played was, we got this information, and that's what what we put into the video to make it work. And that was our marketing side of the project.
Alright, so finding out why, we focused on the why when we were talking and discussing with the managers and the employee at Kahuku Farms. We focused on why they do the things they do and the most efficient way to do them, such as kneading the dough, peeling the bananas, and placing labels on jars and bags.
So Kylie, the manager, boss, she shared with us some Excel sheets, and they had tons of Excel sheets, and each of these Excel sheets had different, the recipe costs for the different products that they had. And on top of that, they had packaging and labor. And what was cool about these Excel sheets is they would have all the different ingredients, and then they would input it in the prices, and then when the prices would fluctuate, they would change it, and then it would automatically adjust the total price and total cost. So they were constantly updating this, and because of this, they were able to see if a product was effective and if it was worth keeping on, and if it was making them money. She told us that she had gone around and talked to different businesses and done a lot of research, and she found that this was the most effective way to do it.
So then there's just a couple different aspects of business that we were kind of taught about. So one of the main things that Kylie was working on while we were spending our time there was transferring from these glass jars to these pouches. So basically she wanted to do this because the jars cost them a lot more than the pouches. They had to buy the jars and the lids, and then also had these very specific labels that they put on the jars as well. So these pouches had a couple different benefits. So they could use the same size for all of their products. We do still have to place the labels on them, but they've been working to figure out how to print those labels straight onto the bags. And the material of these bags actually helps the shelf life as well. So that's something that they tested, especially for all the tourism and the tourists that come through the cafe. They wanted to make sure that people could take things home. So that is something that we didn't think about, that we learned through Kylie. And then so also another aspect was the processes with the baking that was already kind of mentioned earlier, with minimizing movement and just being the most efficient that we could be, and then also the time management and minimizing labor as well.
So what we learned, running a business takes a lot of time. They have been doing this business for over 10 years, and that's just the cafe. The farm, like we said, has been in the family for 3 generations. We learned that new products take a lot of trial and error. They've been working on the doggy treats for a couple months now, and they keep adjusting and changing the process. And they're always trying to improve and make production faster. And then another thing that we learned was micromanaging causes frustration. The bosses are very involved in the business, and that can be good, but it also can be really bad because a lot of the employees feel like they are just being watched like a hawk. So we've learned that you just kind of need to find that balance in that.
And then for our quality of recommendations, basically we just went in on every single Monday for about 4 or 5 hours every time. It did get kind of repetitive. We were doing a lot of same projects, and it was a lot of fun, but we were kind of just focusing on one thing when we were expected to be doing a lot of more things.
I feel also in the beginning we were told we were going to be doing a lot of other stuff, and our expectations were kind of let down. So we kind of talked about in the future maybe having a little bit more structure and like less frequent meetings.
I feel like the aspects that we did work on, we learned a lot from, but then over time it became repetitive, so that if next time they changed the activities that we were doing, or we focused on a different aspect of the business because there's so many of them, we could have learned a lot more and it would have been more beneficial for us.
And then this is just the contact for Kylie and the website for the Kahuku Farms page. So yeah, that's all that we have. It's our presentation for our projects. So thank you.
Thank
Thanks.
you.